How's it going, guys? This right here is ICECO's VL75ProD, and it's in an olive color. It's a very unique color, and yeah, can't wait to unbox it. If you guys were always wondering how these big coolers get shipped to you, this is exactly how it is. Just arrived a couple hours ago, so let's dig in. All right, let's go. Look at that, packaged very well. I believe I can just take this right off. Of course, that's after these are all snipped. Look at that. Look at that color. Color pops. Again, guys, this is ICECO's olive green color, the VL75ProD. We're gonna go and test this cooler out to see how she does. All right, we'll plug it in, give it some power. All right, and one way to give your cooler some power is just a normal 12-volt option. They did give us two, but since we are in our vehicle, we'll just plug it in. This right here is the ICECO VL75ProD, and it is in its olive finish. As you can tell, this is a very large cooler, and it is in the back of my full-size pickup. But yeah, this is the dual fridge. This is a larger cooler, so this is what it looks like in the back of my full-size pickup. It does take a lot of its bench seat. So this is the control panel right here on the side of your cooler. You see three little rubber pieces right here. This is a DC, an AC, and a USB outlets. So for the DC, essentially it's for using the standard 12-volt plug to give it power. And then the AC route, just for the standard, traditional home outlet or whatnot for power. And then what's also nice is that they give you two USB plugs to charge your devices. Then again, there is another DC plug on the other side to give you another option or area to give your cooler some power. As you can see, there are two different temperature settings right here. This is a dual fridge, so that's the only reason why you do see separate readings. So currently this is reading 27 and this one is 39 degrees Fahrenheit. And that's just because the left side of my cooler, I have it as a freezer. And then the right side of my cooler, I just have it as a regular fridge for my beverages. Right here are some settings that you see. And then this right here is just the max and eco, and essentially of how hard you really want your battery or your cooler to be working. You did see the other DC plug on the other side, and you do see one right here. So ICECO was nice enough to give you two different options or ways to give this cooler some power. When you do get your cooler, they give you a little box with some items inside, and since it's very convenient, I just leave them in here to give you an owner's manual, just telling you a lot more details about the cooler and the settings and its functions and whatnot, and a little extra piece for the drain plug. And then remember, I was telling you guys that there are multiple ways for giving this cooler some power. This is your other traditional route that you do plug right here for the AC input that goes right here, and then this goes to your traditional wall outlet. And then they also give you some tools and screws extra which is also nice. Extra bumper caps for the cooler, and even an extra handle. So now you got 3 handles total. Look at that. Then 4 extra bumpers. One of the other best features about this cooler is that you got bumper guards here, here, and here, all around the cooler. And what's awesome too is that ICECO also gives you 4 extra bump guards, just in case anything breaks, with a couple extra screws too. This right here for ICECO is something I've never seen before. Check this out. Look at that. Now that's insane. I've never seen that in a cooler. All right, we'll dive inside of the cooler. As you can see, it is separate and there is a wall in between, so it does not connect. So if you'd like to have this part just as a freezer and this just as a fridge, that's exactly what this cooler was made for. Just check this out. ICECO also gives you a basket for your drinks and whatever you want to put inside there on both sides. And like I said, they do give you 2 baskets, and you can easily remove them, just like that. If you want to wash it, clean it. What's another great feature about this cooler is that it has a light on this end and this end. Sides, they do have a drain plug, just in case any excess liquid goes through here. You can easily clean both ends. As you can see, it's easy to put the lid back on. All you have to do is put it back. Wait to hear that click. And now you're rocking and rolling. Something else that I really love about this cooler is just its handles. They are really high quality, and just everything about this cooler is. And if you do go up close, you do see a little grooves in the metal handle just to get the extra grip. Again, guys, this is a very large cooler. I do recommend to have at least 2 people carrying it. But yeah, just to be on the safe side, again, it is a really large cooler, and when you do add stuff in there, it gets to be really heavy. Overall, I love this cooler a lot, but just one downfall that I wish it did have is a Bluetooth option. All right, like I did say earlier, this is a very large cooler. The dimensions is about 36.5 inches wide and about 18 inches tall and 18 inches deep. So this is, again, the VL75ProD, and what the 75 means in its name is that it's a 75-liter cooler. And like I said earlier too, this is a very heavy cooler, and by itself with nothing inside is just about 69 pounds. And just to remember, folks, there are 3 ways to give this cooler some power. There are 2 DC ports and 1 AC port. The one's right here, and then the AC and the DC on that side. Alright guys, well, that's the overview of this Olive ICECO cooler, their VL75ProD.